So here's how you figure out the substitution and income effects that are embedded in any price change. So here what we've got is the situation where this original budget line and optimal bundle is given by A. The budget line is not labeled, but we're at U1 and point A. Now the price of pasta has gone up, so our budget set shrinks, and we face a new relative price. And of course, there's two effects. We've got pasta being more expensive and now less resources available in real terms because a good that we're consuming has gotten more expensive, we're poorer. So there's a substitution and an income effect. And it turns out to be important to be able to decompose those two, at least for the purposes of this class. All right, so remember the logic of the endeavor. That's the key. I don't want you to memorize shift this, shift that. We started at this level of utility. And to get at the substitution effect, what we're going to ask ourselves is, if the person stayed at that same level of satisfaction but faced the new relative prices, that's the slope of this new budget line, what would they do? And since they're staying at the same level of satisfaction but facing the new relative prices, that would give us the changes in their behavior, the change in their behavior that came about only because of the substitution effect. I have this light green color, but I'm going to go with it. This light green color in honor of our two golfers in the class. All right, so what you do is you draw a line with the slope of this new budget line, and you draw it tangent to the original indifference curve. You know what? I'm going to have to change that to blue, just so there's some contrast here. Sorry, golfers. All right, so the way they've drawn it so that, I guess I need a line. Change that to blue too. They've drawn it, or they've crafted this example, so if I were a good artist, which I'm not, as you know, I'll make a really thick new budget line, then I got it. So nothing that drawing a thicker line or thicker point can't fix. Anyway, this new tangency, they've canned it so it's right there. And so this is the decomposition. We'll call this point S. I think I did that in class, called it S. So now we've got it. We've identified the substitution effect. So the substitution effect is the move from A to S. Everything else is the income effect. So which is bigger? Well, in terms of pasta, notice that we eat 2 cups less because of the substitution effect, and we eat 2 cups less because of the income effect. They're both the same size, the substitution and income effects. In terms of rice, the substitution effect has us increase our consumption of rice by 2 cups. Then the income effect has us reduce our consumption by 1. So for rice anyway, the substitution effect away from pasta toward rice is bigger. That's how you do it.
Made with DoodleCast Pro.